His name is John. This St. John won in one game. The United States knows it. Who taught them that? Crowley. And there's your cake. Maybe this C is for cracker. Move. Come on. I will move you.
It was kind of the Hunter Thompson before he found his voice, before he found the avenue through.
See all this shit floating behind him? They like giving you colors and then having shit float around.
The rage.
That to fuck up your brain cells. It really does. Some people will have a seizure.
He was, without question, I think the most important non-fiction writer of the 20th century. He reinvented.
He was the most non-fiction writing. Non-fiction. That's what happened when I run my mouth.
So right off the bat, when I got there, it was Grand Theft Auto. Right off the bat, then we went there and he said,
oh, this is how they met him. They had him steal a car. And then it was Grand Theft Auto. But then they take him here, you see? They take him back to the garden so that they can do experiments on him. A heavily fortified compound somewhere near Aspen, Colorado. An ass and a pen. So now they are going, and it is a owl farm. Wow, they use the arm too. The owl for the symbols. And then there's the arm. And then there's the F. The F will take you back to the same person, the same name that made the towers. Why can I not think of his name right now? But the F is for him. In the English alphabets, the F is the 6-letter word. 6 deals with ether. When you deal with towers, you do not hear the sound. Just like if my nature is talking to you and some people cannot hear, that is the ether that is speaking to you. Well, now they have fucked up and made the towers so that now they are the ether and they can speak to you. But the F is also for Frankenstein. But it goes back to whatever his name is. If you have a Bible, or you could just go through the internet and just see who the name of the person that built the Tower of Babel. Because the Tower of Babel is cell phone towers or Gwent towers. Any tower that will babble the fuck out of your brain cells. Because of the sounds that they bring out. I think F has something to do with a sound too. You know, like when you're playing music. And I don't remember. I had music in 9th grade, high school, and I don't remember any of it. I really don't.
he said, do you drink? Do you shoot? And I said, yeah, sure.
Do you drink? Do you shoot? Shoot what?
He goes, well, I've got some things to attend to, hideous rape case affidavit. I've got a hideous rape case affidavit. I've got but do you golf? Sure. So you told me.
Why did they have him say Alpha David twice? There, where's that? Every time I hear the word Alpha David. Wow. Alpha and David together?
Yeah, give me some whiskey, a shotgun, and if you could blow the golf ball out of the sky, then, that was fair.
He still had on shades. Well, now they can say, oh, we have on shades because we are shooting a gun. And now, another non-melanated person with a gun. So, they had a book saying Negroes with guns. So do they have one saying Europeans or pink people or white people with guns? Because they always have them. They have them more than we do. They have more than we do too.
So it's kind of a pigeon pot with shot.
They actually make them. Damn, now I can't even think of their names. In the Bible, Cain. But what's his grandson's name? Anyway, Cain's grandson. He is the one that made the gun. Or Cain's son's grandson made the gun. And someone took the gun. All this is in the book. Someone took the gun and he killed the man, and he came back and he said, now I am like my father. Yes, now you are a murderer. You killed someone.
So that was just immediately, and then as we went on in the evening, we went out to Woody Creek and we did all these tests to see if if you had the right stuff.
Did you hear him? You go through all these tests. Guess who else went through all those tests? I did, when I worked for Scientology. I did not know that they were testing me to see if I would be a dissident or not. However, the first time they gave me the test, I'll see, what are you doing? You're going to go into this room. There's something on the graph. And you have something on your paper and you have to figure out the graph. And then you go to another room. You go up and down the stairs, here, there, and everywhere. Okay, so they had all these things on the paper and I did it. And I did it so fast. Right? So I go to them and say, hey, I'm done, and give them the paper and everything. They're trying to figure out how the fuck did I do this shit so fast. You know, like in the word dissident, in the movie, Dissident, how she did her shit. It was way different than other people did it. So, they asked me questions. How did you do this? How did you do that? And then someone said, did you do this in sequence? And I said, no. I said, why would I do that in sequence? It doesn't make sense. To go downstairs, upstairs, over here, around the corner, over there, I say, why? When I can just take the paper and just go as I go, do whatever needs to be done from this side to that side, go to the next level, down, do whatever there. I'm not going to run all the way downstairs and then run back upstairs. Whether you have an elevator or not, I'm not doing that. That's hard work. To me, that was hard work. So they paid me to do it, my dumbass. And they paid me good. They paid me more than my check was. And this is why I call myself a dumbass. They pay me to do the test so that they can see what's going on in my mind, if I am a dissident or not. They found out I was a dissident. So I go and, man, I did not want to do it, but okay, I'm getting paid. I'll do it. I need some work done on my car anyway. And it needs to be fixed, so let me do this. So I do it. And of course, I'm going to come up with the same score, just, didn't come back to them so fast. Because the same score, I went in the room and just copied the same shit. I am not trying to stand up there. If something is wrong, oh well, it's wrong. This is not school. You pay me, the check is in my pocket. And I told them I needed to go and cash the check before I did it. And they said, why? I say, because you can put a stop on a check anytime. I preferred cash. I had the check in my pocket. I go and do whatever. And I bring it back to them. That was the test that they had, in Dissident, but they show you Hollywood. They embellish and all that shit. And now he's saying he had to take a test. And I had moved forward from him. So, I don't know, remember what I did, but I was trying to get back to something else. And I got back to him because I was not supposed to pass him by, because now he is talking about the test to see if you are a dissident or not.
Every level you go to, they tell you a different story. And so every step you go up the ladder, everything you just hope for is a lie, and all of a sudden you learn an issue.
It was kind of the Hunter Thompson before he found his voice, before he found the avenue for the rage. He was, without question.
Before he found the avenue for the rage. Really? For the rage? You have all this money and you have rage? Wow. Avenue is code word for cavemen. Before he found the caveman, was a cave for his rage. However, they are using United States and everyone else's place for a cave. They are going there and they're acting like true cavemen. So uncivilized and killing people. And they are eating people's children too. They still are doing that. There's so many videos where they're telling each other. They're always telling on each other. If you listen to them, they'll tell you everything in the fucking world because they know everything in the fucking world. We do not know because they keep stripping up of our culture, stripping up of our history, stripping us of our mind, stripping us of ourselves. So they take everything from us and put it to them. Everything but melanin. That pink nigger can't get my melanin. You can get their minds, you can get their asses, you can get their life, but you cannot get that melanin. You angry, jealous bastard with your rage.
I mean, I think the most important non-fiction writer of the 20th century.
That's what I wanted to get to. The most important non-fiction writer of the 20th century. Go read that non-fiction and see how much fiction is in that shit.
Reinvented a style of writing.
He reinvented a style of writing. Aren't they talking about Hunter? Or are they talking about Crowley? Which one? Either way, they're dealing with Crowley's diaries. They can reinvent it. Crowley did, didn't he?
By putting himself into the situation, by living it.
What is a typical day like for you? Do you still have a home in Colorado, don't you?
Yeah.
What do you do out there? What?
Colorado. Rocky Mountain High. There he goes with a cigarette too. Well, I just put mine out so I won't be smoking one. With a spider on his head. Oh, what a web we weave when we start to deceive the wrong motherfucker. Me.
What's on for you? I like the pill.
See, always the shades. I want to say, he is a Japhite, you see. This is where we get Calyx from. Japhite was a mulatto in the beginning. And Japhite is not the wicked one. The father is not the wicked one. It is his children. And this is what your children will be. Your child you have can be walk straight. He is a mulatto, he can walk straight. But if your mulatto child keeps going deeper and deeper into pink people, having babies and family by pink people, the children will begin to be Neanderthals. And you can have a mulatto baby and your baby fucked up in the mind. Because they are Neanderthals, they are fucked up in the mind. See, he is a Japhite. I want to say he is a Japhite too, because how far his line goes back before he becomes bald. Now you know the cellulite can make you bald too, right? Yes, it can. And then they say, oh, it is old age that makes us bald. And I used to see so many old men when I was coming up who had a hair full of hair. The only ones I saw when they were old did not have a hair full of hair was these people. My great-granddaddy, I forget his name, and Frankie does not talk to me, so maybe I can send her a message on Facebook and ask what was his name, and maybe she will tell me. My grandma Chum husband, maybe she will tell me. Now, he had a head full of hair. He was not bald. If he was, I don't remember. But others, they had a head full of hair. The only one I saw who was bald was pink people. See, because pink people, they will go bald when they get older because they begin to rot. Especially if they are in a certain generation, because they can only live 4 to 5 generations. A generation is 51.4 years. So that is 51 years and 4 months. You times that by 4 or 5. If they're just straight pink people, non-melanated people straight, it doesn't even matter whether they marry Ting Ting or not. Whoever they marry, Asian. My children say it's racist to call them Ting Ting. I think I said it was prejudice in another video, but they called it racist. So even if you marry an Asian or a Mexican or a Puerto Rican or whatever you marry, if they are non-melanated, if they are not melanated, you both will rot. Because you need the other 20, they only go up to 12. They need the other 10 Wow. See, the other 10 is complete. They need the other 10 to hit 22 to stop them from mildewing and getting, because Inky did that, not knowing what he was doing. But he did it and then wanted to try to lie about what he was doing. He was a liar in the beginning, and you are, as their father, Inky, he was a liar in the beginning. And then he wanted to cry to Inu. Oh wow, that was funny. I really laughed through that whole movie as though it was a comedy.
You're talking about what, neighbors? What, we don't environment. Treating people well. We don't environment. Treating people well. But you're teasing when you say you like to kill, right? Yeah. No, I'm not teasing, though. I used to like to kill.
He said, I used to like to kill. What he said, and they backed it up, I did not know what he said. And they backed it up more than once. I did not know what he said. He said, I used to like to kill, and now he is under the death spell too. Right now, they are talking for him. His handler is talking for him right now. And do you hear the people laughing as though this shit is funny? And that's why they get away with it. They come on ground and all of a sudden shit is straight comedy. Everyone is laughing while they eat on our fucking brains with this bald-headed, Jeffite looking ass. Oh, my Abba introduced this book and said we must read it, and I had it. And then years later, this guy, he tells me he's a pink dude. You know, they got him on drugs, took all his property, all kind of shit from him. They did all kind of shit from him. He was homeless. But one day he told me he was talking to this guy, and this guy had a book. Damn, I had that book. They killed that man. Something about Illuminati. th33. The guy came and just, well, you said the guy just walked up to us and he was just started talking about a book called The th33. He said, I used to have that book. He said, I had many books, and he started naming the books, and I had those books too, and I wondered if they were sending him to me. But he did not register on my perp scale. You know, when a perp comes, the scale, it will, oh, you should see the arrow on it. He did not register on it, so I didn't mind talking to him. He was homeless, I was homeless, and we were in a homeless shelter, and they were in the room next to me, him and his wife. They could have planted them there. I actually did not care. I don't care. I can't just live my life thinking, oh, you are a perp. You are a perp. You are a perp. No, a perp will show that they are a perp sooner or later. If they are not a perp, it will never show. So he began to mention these books, right? And I said, wow, I had all those books. He said, do you know if you have all of these books, you will become a target? And I said, well, no, but I am a target. And then he began to tell me how they targeted him. He owned a whole block. A whole block he owned. They took it all from him. They took it all from him. And they tore all the buildings down and turned it into a big-ass parking lot. That's what he told me. And he got mixed up with people, going through all of the bullshit, beginning to lose it. He had not lost it yet when he started the drugs, but they send people to you to do the drugs. And he's pink too. That's pink people party like that. So like the dude said, you know, we did our drugs, you know, like that was okay. I had this disease, I had that disease, you know, like that shit is okay. Wow. It's looking at this AC Frank. And this is how I remember this book. I could not remember the book, and then I put it in a montage. And when it came by, I saw Franklin. Although I read Franklin, but I saw Frank. I said, okay, now I can remember it because I can put this connected to my parent Frankie. The Franklin cover up. People should, everyone, you should read this book to your children. I did. It was a school book. Child abuse, United States, Chai, your life. Satanism, the act of worshiping Satan, which today is the satellite a lot of people do worship the satellite. Like he wrote.